Conor, 525 days out of the ring. Proper reflection, I'm sure, will happen in the days that follow, but your immediate reaction to 10 tough rounds with a tough man.
Do you know what? It's just blessed to be back, man, and doing what I love. I told the team that I'm ready to go straight back into a big fight, a hard fight, and we got this opponent in for that. He was a tough Mexican. We know what the Mexicans bring. It's like there's always this rivalry between the Mexicans and the British. And he really did bring it tonight. I think he turned pro at 15. He's had 38 fights, 24 knockouts, and only lost 3 not been stopped. So he definitely brought the heat. He was a big 154 in there. My first fight at 154. I don't know how he's still standing, but he absorbed all the shots, and I put that down due to the weight.
I'm sure you'd have liked to have got the stoppage, but after so long out of the ring, how important was it, do you think, to get those 10 rounds banked moving into a big fight later in the year or the start of next year?
Yeah, it was good. It's just good to be back, man. I mean, there was no ring rust. I don't believe in ring rust. I believe if you stay in the gym and your work ethic always shows, the lifestyle you live always shows. And for me, getting in the ring, it was just more getting back in the swing of things, getting back in this hostile environment, getting back into, fight week and fight mode and fight zone and being, in this environment. That's what all this was about. It was good getting the 10 rounds in. He's by far the hardest opponent I've faced in terms of, I won't say technically, but strength, size, and that Mexican blood, man.
Talk to us about the moments before you got in the ring, leaving the changing room, hearing Ready or Not again. I had goosebumps. I had goosebumps ringside watching it, so I don't know how you would have felt at that moment.
It was emotional for me, man. I've been through hell and back. I really have been through. I've been through it. So this was me overcoming so much. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for going through what I've been going through and getting to this stage now.
To go through it as well with Tony here, Nigel, obviously your dad flew over on Thursday, a really big moment, not just for you but for your whole family, to put a close to a tough chapter. Yeah,
it's just over the moon. I know people have had to move mountains for me to get to where I am now. I'm forever grateful for the people on the network and the people who've shown me support and helped me get to where I am now, because I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. Just grateful for my team, grateful for the promotional companies, thankful for close friends, people I work with, my team, and most of all the supporters who continue to support me and have given me the strength and the courage to keep fighting.
I'm sure there were times probably in the last 12 to 18 months where you maybe didn't think you would ever be back in the ring, so to be in the ring, to have your hand raised, how does it feel to have gone through that and to be here now?
Good. Sorry. Good. Yeah, good.
Your first fight up at 154, how did it feel? The movement looked good, the legs looked strong, the engine looked great, but maybe just finding out that not everyone will fall as you go up in the weights.
That's fine, because, he didn't win a round in there. So for me, it's completely fine, because I work hard enough to do 10, 12, no problem. I weren't even breathing hard. It was, I can't say it was light work. Listen, I've had 18 months out of the ring. There's going to be some sort of getting back used to it and being back in the lights. Like, there's some things you can't train, and that's being back in there performing, especially after everything that I've been through. For me, it was just a matter of getting in there, handling business, and doing what I do. You got to remember, we could have picked an easy opponent. But what would that have got me? What would another knockout have got me? I can guarantee you now, Tony's more happy that doing 10 rounds, controlled the fight, no problem. It was good work. He was tough, he was strong, he was durable, and that was what we wanted. There were a list of opponents that got mentioned that were nowhere near this guy's level. I said, Tony, nah, this guy ain't been stopped, and I did think I'd be the first to stop him. If they can hold up at 154, that's no problem. I don't think most 154, 160 will hold up to him. He's a true Mexican. We know what the Mexicans bring. We know what the South American fighters bring. Their hunger, their will to win, their strength, their courage. That's what it's about. That's what being Mexican is about.
I know you said that you're so dedicated to this sport, but Were you surprised at all how fluid you looked in the ring for after so long out? You looked like you hadn't been out the ring for 18 months.
I work hard. It's not, and it shows. You know what? You got to remember, it ain't just like 18 months out the ring. It's not just it's 18 months of hell. And yeah, it was 18 months of just absolute. I was a mess. You know, I was in such a bad way. So for me to do this now, it's like, what's fighting another man? You know, what's getting in the ring, really? You know, when I've had to fight up here for 4 hours of the day, you know, every single day, fighting in my head, you know, fighting myself. So for me to get in there and fight another man physically and what I can see, what's that? It's easy work. 10 rounds, 12 rounds, 15 rounds, 30 rounds. It's nothing in comparison to the fight I've had on my hands.
Looking forward, Chris Eubank's already had something to tweet. You've responded. Is that the fight that you would love to get on next?
He won't stand up to them shots.
Yeah.
One's from Mexico, and one's from Brighton. Very different. You know, one talks about, you know, makes up excuses and, you know, elbows. How about that elbow there? How about that? How about that? How about that? No problem. What? What, you think I'm gonna blame anything on an elbow? It's a fight. And he talks, you know, talks all that too. What's he gonna do on road? Go, oh, stop, my elbow. He's right. He talks rubbish. I'd absolutely smash him to pieces. Happily, this guy probably would have given him a good beating. So yeah, if that fight's there, no problem. If not, 147, I'll drop back down to 147 and capture the world titles there. You know, that's always the plan. But you know, had this fight at 154 because there's rumours that the fight with Eubank's going to happen at 160 next. If that is next, then fighting at 154 has put me in good stead. Hence, fighting at 154. Hopefully, be more inclined to take it now.
Nigel, I don't know if you just want to jump in here with your son. We've just been talking about the hard times that Conor's been through, and obviously for you and Vic as well.
Yeah.
How important was it for you?
I really want to just go straight about Eubanks, really. That's, you know what I mean? I'll beat around the bush, he's putting all these sleeping emojis and about that.
How about the Smith fight? The nerve on him, he's just delusional.
Yeah, of course.
What, the Smith fight? What a boring fight. No, it's mad. Didn't even throw a punch back.
34 punches in the whole 10 rounds.
33, you can't have one on like
Yeah,
that. 33 punches and he's carrying on like that.
Did you see his legs going and everything? He was all over the place. And then and he's going all like, nothing. And he held on for Smith for the first 2 through, scared. And he wouldn't fight my son. I'm a son. I'm mulling him. I'm going to look in the camera now. I'm going to tell you, right? You want the fight, it's here. Don't talk about like, you know, oh, we'll sign contracts. If you want to come in second, we don't mind. If you want to come in first, we don't mind.
Just give me an 18-foot ring.
That's it. And you know what it is? You can have your name last or first on the post. We don't care. Put your money where your mouth is. That's the saying, isn't it?
It's a double or quits.
I don't think you do double or quits.
He won't do double or quits.
Do that, mate. Regardless.
Give him one name.
That's it.
Over that.
Come on, mate. We'll take the fight, you know, because we know, I know what's in my son. So if you want to take the fight, don't talk about it. Come, wherever you want to meet, we're going to sign contracts.
No, if not, forget, if he was carrying on like that, forget him. We'll go 147, you know, capture the world titles, you know. So that's always the plan, that's always the end goal. But if he wants it, as I said, no problem, he can get it. I ain't going to lose no sleep over it. You know, I'm back where I belong, and I don't need him. You know, there's plenty of big fights out there for me. So if the fight gets made, I'd love to smash him to pieces over 12 rounds, no problem. If not, then, you know, well, Kelbrook,
Smith,
anyone, top 5, 147, top 5, no problem. You know, hopefully.
You've been out nearly 2 years. 2 years to fight, and I think I don't want to get away from this. This was a tough opponent who's had 34 fights. Stopped 24 of them, lost 3 fights, mate. And Conor said, like, you know what? I know this is going 10 rounds. Conor knew.
You know, when you hit him, and it looks like it buckles a bit. I thought, nah, you ain't ready to go. You're not ready to go. I ain't playing your games.
Yeah,
playing possum in there, just lying there.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
No, I ain't playing your games, mate.
That's it, mate.
Just my last two questions, Nigel. For you, how important was it for you to be here, to fly across from Australia, to be with your son in such a big moment? You've been through it all together.
I actually nearly turned white when we went through the turbulence, mate. You ever see a black man turn white? You should have sit next to me, mate. It was like, so me getting on that plane, I hate flying it, as bad as it is already, but, to come out here to watch my son perform, mate. And it just reminds me that the training camp that we actually had when we was preparing for Eubanks, it was just the same kind of feeling that we had. That the passion, the rawness, everything was there. I just wish it was him. That was it. But
He wouldn't have stood up to them shots.
100% he wouldn't have. 100% he would be holding on you for dear life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you got to remember this 18 months out of the ring. Oh, mate, honestly.
18 months, yeah.
He's so banging trouble if he takes the fight.
Yeah.
I'll give you the final word, Conor, just to sign off, a message to your fans and the people that have stuck with you through this journey from then to now.
I'm just forever grateful, forever blessed for everyone that's continued to support me. I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. You gave me the strength and the courage to see this through and to keep fighting. I always say the hardest fight is life and the obstacles and the adversity it brings. So it was only right I stood by my words and kept fighting and kept it moving through the hard times, And listen, we all go through something in life, so just keep fighting, keep it moving, stay strong, and listen, better days are coming.